Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have something that we need to talk about. It's been a long day, so my voice, I'm here. I just ain't here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have something we need to talk about, and what we need to talk about is this right here. This is South Korea. I want you to look at the men right there. Them are military. This is the parliament for South Korea. This is where the lawmakers sit. This is their Congress. Congress told the president of or the prime minister of South Korea, "Hey, homie, you ain't declaring no martial law," and they voted against him. I think it's like 191 to nothing. So, man, well, to one because the prime minister, I guess he said his vote outmatched their 190 some votes. So he sent the military in. This is a so-called democracy. Hold on, we gonna let y'all see something. TikTok. Let's get rid of the sound because none of it is really any sound, so you don't have to worry about that. That's the artillery. That's the extra bullets and everything. That's what they carrying on their back. See him right there? Yeah, that they making sure that if they run out, they'll never run out. Yep, that's why they're in the back. Yep, can't put them in the front. Military, come on now. And they going in there and they spreading out and they covering every angle, every side. Okay. Now, this is the next thing they're going to do. Because remember, this is South Korea. It's a democracy. Yep. That's the military going in. Look, they got masks on, so you can't even identify. Uh-oh. Tear gas. Y'all, we going to tear gas you, mother. Uh-huh. Yep. Military. Now, wait, hold on now. We ain't finished now. Oh, yeah. Now, look, this woman right here. Get your hands off him. Get your hands off me. Oh, mother. And they go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is South Korea. Now, why is South Korea doing this? Well, the prime minister says he's declaring martial law because he wants to get rid of all the North Korean sympathizers. That sounds that sounds like a legitimate reason to declare martial law. Yeah, North Korea. We got to blame an enemy. Now, let this be a lesson to you. Because the same thing will happen in this country. Remember, that's a so-called democracy. The same thing will happen in this country, and they will use their own false flag premise to tell you why they're taking your rights. We've already explained to you, Trump says that he's going to put tariffs on the Chinese, the Mexicans from Mexico, and the Canadians from Canada. So he's going to put tariffs on their imports to America. Yeah, that ought to hurt them, huh? Y'all really do need to pay attention. Tariffs don't hurt the country that's importing. The extra cost the other country doesn't pay, you pay for that. That is a way for them to raise taxes. Just explained on TikTok. I'm going to explain it here. The reason why they're doing that, people, is because they just gave out $9 trillion. $9 trillion. Remember? It's called the stimulus package. 9 trillion, 10 trillion if you add in all the extra junk they've been giving to Ukraine and all these other states like Israel. That money wasn't in the budget. None of that was in the budget. Not even the junk they're giving to Israel was in the budget. That's all extra stuff they're just creating out of thin air. BRICS, the British South America, South Africa, Brazil, Russia, China, BRICS. Those countries, pay attention. India. No, India ain't no part of that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those countries, because they decided, pay attention, they decided that they were going to form their own bloc because the United States was exercising too much control over the monetary system. The United States, Biden, hold on, let's get past this. He's over there speaking in Africa at the National Museum of Slavery in Angola. He's speaking in Africa, talking about how they're going to do some investments in Africa, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to invest in Africa. Why? Because China's in Africa. China's doing all the investment in Africa. That's why he's in Africa. You got to love it. Look, there's a reason for all the junk going on right now. United States is the one who's perpetrating it and propagating it. They're the ones who's keeping all this junk going on. I ain't pro this country, pro that country. I'm not even pro this country. But I am one thing. I call it as I see it. And I can see it. This stuff is as plain as day, and I'm sorry that nobody else can see it. Yeah, that might get me in trouble one day being able to call it as I see it, but hey, until then, something got about, we talk about being free and the truth. And understand this. When they raise the tariffs on these other foreign countries, you are the ones buying those products. You're going to have to pay for it. There is nothing made in America that's 100% American. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't care what they say. Remember, their prices are going to be higher. Why? Well, they come up with all kind of excuses as to why their prices are higher. Go and look at Silicon Valley and look at how much they charge for their junk. China has created its own chip manufacturing plants with an S. They don't need Taiwan. United States made Taiwan the main chip manufacturer. That's why, you know, people couldn't get certain parts and anything. Nvidia couldn't get certain parts. China says, "Oh no, 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 no. We're not relying on that no more. We're gonna make our own." China's making their own robots, making their own cars, making their own buildings. China is making their own everything, and that's how they become a world power, bar none. Because nobody can compete with China. China's got more people, more manufacturing capability, more warehouses, more productivity, more, pay attention, ports to ship things in and out of their country. Now they worked out deals with Brazil and other South American countries, Latin American countries. China is letting everybody know we're a powerhouse. Now, I don't agree with China on anything because China is just as bad as all the other countries. So is South Korea, North Korea. They talk about North Korea, but pay attention. The very same thing that North Korea did, South Korea is doing. Pay attention. But they talk about North Korea as if North Korea is so bad, and North Korea is bad, but South Korea is now doing the same thing. The United States does the exact same thing. If you don't believe the United States does the exact same thing, let me know when you get the right to travel. Go ahead, when you get it, because you ain't got it. No, 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 don't tell me I did this and I did. I don't care what you did. You ain't got it, is what I said. I ain't asked you what you did. You ain't got freedom in so-called America. Doesn't exist. Don't believe me? Go out there and do whatever you think you want to do and see if that's going to work. Hey, look, I got to go. I just wanted to talk to you guys about South Korea because that don't make no sense, dog. All right, y'all take care. We'll be back to talk about more other things, especially them bills of exchanges. We definitely got to get into that stuff. So stay tuned. Have a good day.